Hey you guys, so let's just go ahead and do a checkup, okay? As you see from the title of today's video, we have an update with our camper situation and kind of what we decided to go ahead and do with it. Okay, so I know I mentioned in a couple videos recent that there's just been stuff going on in the back end with the house and the land and the barn and all the different things that you guys don't get to see or hear about a lot. And so there's definitely some updates, and we've just been having these thoughts ever since we did decide to purchase the land. And so I know that I originally said that we were going to build the barn, put the camper in the barn, and live in the camper. Well, things have definitely changed since then. Obviously, we got Royal. Royal is in our family, so now we have 2 big dogs and 1 little dog and still 4 kids. And so that would just make it really hard, because for us to go camping, like, we physically cannot all go camping together now because the dogs have to be crated at night, and if we leave the camper, this is just camping in general, and it just doesn't work out. Like, there's just not enough room for us all. And so we've just gone so far back and forth, and like you guys know, we love our camper so much. And so we were like, do we sell it? Do we try to sell it? Like, what do we do? And you know, we're not going to tell the township or anything, this or that, because you know, we're building this barn and we said the camper originally and all these different things. But the truth is, like, we are not going to be living in the camper inside the barn. We would have to have the super big door, and it was going to be like $8 grand extra for this door. It was going to take up so much room to put the camper in there, and so we decided we're not doing that. We're not going to be putting the camper in there to do that. So we actually did some feelers, tried to list it for sale, and it just didn't sell. You know, we've done this before in the past to try to sell and then maybe get something bigger, or just sell it and like do a clean break and go from there and such, and that just didn't really work for us either. I've just done so much research about like our camper, and I contacted like Camping World. They want like next to nothing for it, and we love our camper. It's just like, it's not physically feasible for us to all fit and go camping in it. And full transparency, we still owe on the camper. That's the situation that we're in. We know that that wasn't very smart when we got the camper 5 years ago, but it was the decision that we went with and that we made. And so, you know, we still have the camper to this day. We are adults, and so we just have to deal with the decision that we made. And so, you know, we have to get crafty in this situation, because you guys know, like, there's no point, like, it just feels so wasteful. It's just sitting there, and we can't go camping because, you know, we don't all fit. And then we're saving all of our money for the barn and the land and the house and just everything, and we're already going on vacation this year, not with the camper. And so it's just a lot. We actually made the decision to rent it out, and so that is what we are doing. We are renting out our camper. And I know you're probably like, well, you can rent out campers. Maybe some of you already knew you could rent out campers, but yes, you can rent out campers. And I was like, you know what, there's no point in this sitting here and nobody enjoying it, it just deteriorating and it losing its value further and just not getting used. Like, and it's just money down the drain, you know? Like, it's just, it didn't make sense for us to not do something with it. And so I put it out on my Facebook, and we actually have some bookings already, which is so crazy. Like, with people we know, like, one is for like a week long. We've got a couple weekenders, and then we might have like our local fairs and such. Like, it's just turning out to be so good, and I'm so excited because people are going to be able to enjoy the camper and they're going to get use out of it. Yes, it's going to be more work on my end and Zach's going to be like the one towing it, but I'm going to be the one communicating and doing the cleaning and making sure everything's good and, you know, doing all the back end stuff. But I'm glad it's going to get used, and then it's also going to make money too. I mean, full transparency, again, I'm being honest with you guys. I didn't want it to just sit, and with kind of the solution and what we're gonna have to be doing in order to like get out on the barn, it's like, it's just gonna be sitting there and it's not gonna be used, and it's just gonna be like one more thing. And so this actually really, really helps. And I'm excited. The people that have booked it to rent it are very excited. I'm so excited. I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun for them, I'm glad. I'm glad that we found a solution for it, because again, I've just been like, what are we gonna do with this camper? We're not gonna pull it in there. And here's the other thing, we can't bring it on the land either. The township will not let us bring it on the land if it's outside of the barn. So that's the other problem that we have in this whole equation. When we get on the land, we have to put the camper somewhere else. We have like a family member, we're gonna ask and park it there and such. But still, like, we can't bring it on our own property, which is insane, you guys. We live in America, like the land of the free. So free, we cannot have our own camper on our property, which is insane to me, honestly. Like, I bought this camper, I can't have it on my own property, and it's in the country too. Like, I'm in a subdivision and I have my camper like right outside my house. Okay, I mean, seriously, get real, you know? And it's just like right side by side townships, and our township was like, yeah, whatever, we don't care. Are your neighbors fine with it? Neighbors don't care. So there it is, literally. But with this, can't have it out there. Nope, it's so bad. It looks trashy. It's a distraction. Makes zero sense to me, and I literally can't stand it at all. Drives me nuts. So that was the situation that we were in, and kind of the decision making behind it and what we were gonna do. But I am really excited for the people to use it, for memories to be made, and just for it to, again, not just sit there and be wasted, like, you know, because we're not going to be doing it, and so someone else might as well, and then make some money off of it too, and just kind of go from there. Kind of what's going on with our camper, and then also like a land update. Like, we cannot have the camper out there unless we put it in the barn, and I'm not putting it in the barn because it's going to take up so much room. We're going to be inside of it, you know, living in it for like, what is it, 8 months? I think it'll be 8 months until we break ground and then do the house. Like, that's just gonna take up so much room in a 30 by 40 barn, that being there. So this is just the best solution, and I am very happy with it. I'm excited for it, and I hope like it just continues, and you know, we get a lot of bookings. That'd be great. We do have it on the RV share website, but all of the bookings that we have are with people that we know, which is really nice, because then like we can keep it off that platform, do it ourselves. When we book it, I can go on there, I can exit off, do that, and plus I know the people and I trust them, and so that's just very good on that end as well. And so I really like that. Like I said, there's just so much going on in the back end, you guys. Like, I just wanted to share it with you. And then we also finally got the application for the variance. Let me just tell you this though, another land update is we got the application, but they won't schedule our variance meeting until we submit the application and pay the fee for the applications, an application fee. And it's an expensive application fee, let me tell you. And so you're gonna pay this fee, and then they will schedule the meeting, and then they'll decide if they decide to accept your variance and give you a variance, or no, we took your money, but you can't have that. It's just all the different fees and all the different things, and I know we're very green in this process, but it's just very interesting to me, you know, being in the beginning stages and all the different permits and, you know, their fees and how it works, and money talks apparently in the township world, honestly, in zoning, which is, again, crazy to me. Like, whatever, I would probably have to have a variance just to freaking have my camper on my property, but not inside. But I'm not doing that for that price. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. If you did, let me know in the comments your thoughts and how you guys think, or like what your thoughts are. If you've ever used RV Share, the website, please let me know. I am so very curious, and then as time goes on, I'll definitely like do a video updating you guys. And don't worry, I'm going to be taking you along for the process of the cleaning and getting it ready and just the whole thing when the time comes when it is rented out. So don't worry, you're going to be kept in the loop. The channel is going to be like all over the place with my life, but like that's how I feel. My life is like literally all over the place. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this update. If you did, please be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you guys would like to see more, and I'll see you in my next video.